If your Kohler toilet keeps on running, today I'm going to show you how to fix that. So you can see that the canister's center seal, that tube in the middle, is broken. We're going to replace that. And if I slightly touch the canister itself, you can hear it leaking. We're also going to fix the center guide, and I'm going to flush this toilet. You're going to hear the difference because the canister is not going up and down the way it should. And because of this, when I flush the toilet, you're going to hear it's going to make a weird sound. That's another indication that the canister valve is not in there the correct way and probably needs to be replaced. So we're going to replace the seal, which is that red seal on the bottom. We're going to replace the center guide, which is broken, and the cap that goes on top of the center guide where the white hose connects to. So here I have the Kohler Canister Repair Kit. This is the official kit by Kohler. Again, it's in the description. And this is what we're going to use to fix our toilet. Here we have the seal. And the repair kit comes with the seal, the center guide, and the cap. The first thing to do is obviously turn off the water. That's what I'm doing here. And we're going to flush the toilet totally. So get rid of all the water in the tank. Once we do that, we can proceed to repair our toilet. You can see right away that white tube, this is not to connect into it. It's supposed to be connecting to the center tube that's there, which is broken. So we're going to repair that as well, and that's part of the Kohler kit. And here we have the kit, and this kit can be used with any Kohler toilet that's a single canister flush toilet. You can use this kit, and the kit comes with various parts. It comes with a chain, which we don't need. It comes with a cap, and then the center guide, which on my toilet you can see that it's broken. That's where that white tube is going to go into. And you can see when I flush up and down, the canister is all wobbly. It's not supposed to be like that. So by the time we're done, we're going to have all this fixed. So the first thing I'm going to do is remove that canister. It's very easy to do. And here you can see the old seal, the red seal. We're going to replace that seal with this yellow one because that red seal, you're going to see in a moment here, is pretty much worn out. Now we're going to go ahead and remove the center guide. And you basically just turn it to the left and you pull it out. You can see on the end of the center guide is like a little barb that grabs on. So again, I just turned it to the left and pulled it out. You can see on mine it's broken, and you can see on the kit what it's supposed to look like. This center guide is very important. It keeps the canister going up and down the right way without wobbling, and you can see mine is broken. Now we have the cap, and that's where that white hose is going to attach to. It does come with a chain. We're not going to use the chain, but here you can get a better look at what I'm talking about. This is the center guide. Mine is broken and the other one is not. So the way it's going to go back in there, you see those barbs, you're just going to turn it to the right, and there it is. It's nice and secure, and you're going to just make sure that it's nice and tight. Don't go too tight with it because you can actually break it. Once you just turn it once, like I just did here, it's going to lock in place, and that's all you need to do. Next, what we're going to do is remove the old seal. This is the red seal that comes with it, and you can see how worn out it is. Here you can get a better look, but the water's seeping through there and it's not really making a seal. And you heard me earlier when I was flushing the toilet, it just didn't sound right, and it's because of that seal and the fact that the center guide is not there. The canister is not moving up and down the way it should. It's important that we clean out this canister once we remove the seal to get any debris, and you can see there's a bunch of debris probably from the seal in there, so that has to be cleaned out before we put in the new seal. And that new seal is a yellow one that I showed you, and I'm just using the tweezer here to make sure I get all that debris inside out. Once it's nice and clean, we're going to go ahead and replace it with a new seal, and the seal just basically goes in there into that groove. It just slides in. It's a rubber seal, so you want to be careful with it, but it should slide into that groove all around the canister like I'm doing here. And once you have that seal, you're pretty much all set with that, and you can put it back. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to go ahead and connect that chain to the lever that flushes it, and I'm using the same chain. The kit comes with a chain. I didn't need it, so basically I'm connecting the canister, as you see here, to that lever that goes up and down. So you flush the toilet, the canister goes up and down. Next, we're going to install the cap, and you can see the yellow cap. There's a white foam. That white foam goes on the bottom, and it prevents it from making noise and all that. And then it's going to go on the center guide, and you're going to go ahead and just turn it to the right. Once you do that, it locks it in place. And now the next thing to do is we're going to go ahead and put that white hose into the center cap. Now my white hose here, I've previously cut it, so I'm going to have to cut it again because as you can see here, it's not going to go in. It's slightly slanted. I'll have to recut it, and I'll have to make sure that I expand that hose a little bit, so I widen it a little bit, and you're going to see how I'm going to do that here. So again, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and cut it so it's nice and straight, and then I'm going to take that same pair of tweezers, I'm going to put it in that white hose and just kind of open it up a little bit so it can connect to the cap, to that yellow cap that you see there. Here you see me with the tweezers. I just going to make it a little bit wider, and then it's going to go right on that cap. You can see I actually ended up taking the cap off and then plugged in the hose first and then put the cap back on the center seal. This way is actually easier than doing it the other way around. You're not going to break the center seal. So plug the hose into the cap first, and now we're going to go ahead and turn that into the center seal to lock it in place. So that cap is going to go right into that center seal like I just did, and we're going to turn it a little bit to the right, and it's nice and locked. There. Twist it. It's good. Now what happens is when we press this, the canister is going to come up, not going to hit anything, and it's going to make a decent seal, as you can see. That's what you want. So let's go ahead and turn the water on. And you heard it, how much better it sounds with a proper seal. It sounds a lot better than it did before. You can see now. So again, this is how to fix your single canister toilet. In my case, this is a Kohler Cimarron toilet. But any toilet that has a single canister, the kit is pretty much the same. The repair is pretty much the same. See the yellow seal there? That prevents the water from going underneath the canister and going into the toilet, and you have a running toilet. And once the tank is full here, I'm going to go ahead and test it again, and I'm going to slightly touch the canister, and you're going to see this time that you don't hear the water seep through, which means there's a proper seal. Reaching the water line. There it is. It looks pretty good. You can see the water. It's good all around. Before, when I used to touch it, you could hear it leaking. Now it's not leaking anymore, which means there's a good seal there. And then the seal is so much better. And even if I move it up and down, so the seal is much better. That yellow part there is really what did it, what sealed it up. And now I'm gonna go ahead and flush it. See, it makes a strong seal. Yeah, it's really sealed in there. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helped you fix your toilet. If it did, please put a like, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more videos. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.